Oh, I used to have that.
Then, can you remember this, Bev? I saw this and had to have it.
Well,
A Schreiber room divider.
oh, I love that.
Isn't it cool?
It's so cool. I've got one like a drinks cabinet that after my dad died, I took one of those
Oh,
older cool. They're
I'm so
beautiful.
I'm so jealous. I want a picture of it.
I will send you pictures of it, along with my granny's old rocking chair.
Oh yes, yes, you need to do that. I can't
We
wait to
have
see
retro
it.
stuff in our house. We just don't know what to do with it when we've got it.
We've got strong coffee here.
Got your strong coffee. Good, good. So how's it been opening? Have you been busy?
Yeah. We're fully booked with appointments, so today is chock-a-block.
So it's appointment only?
No, people can come in, and
Yeah.
thankfully we're quite big. I've got a hair across my face. We're quite big, so we can fit everybody in, but all we can do is like five to six. But yesterday I was on a course with Sunny Bird, and I had a tree delivered.
Had a what?
A tree.
A tree.
Do you want to see it?
Show us the tree.
It's got a parrot in it.
Parrot in the tree.
You waiting for this? This is what goes on in my mind.
Oh God, is it a real tree or a?
It's in cement, so all the leaves will fall off.
It is absolutely beautiful.
So I'll have to put fake leaves. Look at the parrot.
I know. It's stunning, and all of this in your shop.
And it's in a galvanised bucket.
Oh, it's so clever. It's so like the old-fashioned emporiums.
Yeah, I just wanted it to be different and peculiar.
And are you still doing the sewing at the back? Are you still doing, when you're making the stuff, that's still all going on? Even?
Yeah, not as much now.
Yeah.
We've got a lot on today, so.
Tell me why you wanted to set the store up the way you have.
Are you recording now, are you?
Yeah.
I wanted to set the store up. It's I'm just making my screen larger. So I wanted to set the shop up with a feel for like a feeling of when I was young and when I used to go into shops, especially say the post office with the old counters.
Yeah.
You bought your elastic from, on a roll and off a drawer. That sort of a feeling where it's, I don't know, the customer service was, you actually spoke to people as if they were your customer, and you conversed rather than just putting it through a till, left to right, bing, bing. It was just all about a relationship, really, and making friends with new people and just growing collaboratively and meeting new makers. So that's where it all kind of happened.
I think what I love about your place is how you've created these little zones.
Yeah.
And decorated it on everything and laid it out in the way so you can come in and go, I want all of that. that thing.
We can do that. We love customers that do that. It's really strange because with colour, you either love it or you hate it. You're scared of it. We've been so neutral for so long now that it's quite scary to spend money, hard-earned cash, on something that you're scared of doing and you're not sure is going to work. So by coming in here, you can see it's total craziness, all in action, how it all comes together. And the colours just work. And even if you only take one cushion home, you can totally change the look of your home.
Well, and I know this because at Christmas, I got given a unicorn head, and I'm not even going to tell you the story of me and unicorns and things. So it sits, like the tigers. It sits on my wall in the living room, and people come in and look at it and almost double take. It's a unicorn on the wall. And I love craziness. Do you think, Nicky, that because of lockdown and everything we've been going through, and it's all been a bit, that people are so much more open to craziness and colour now?
Well, we've been living in total craziness for now since Christmas, really, haven't we? Watching
Yeah,
it on the telly first and then actually living through it.
yeah,
I think we've got a lot of craziness to go through, but I think with this type of crazy, as in design,
yeah,
I think it's just about bringing that quirky side of your personality out of your being, and then maybe put it into your home, really, so that you can, I don't know, feel at home not only with yourself but in your home, because
yeah.
we just want it to look like a picture out of a magazine and it's not lived in. We've got clutter. Well, we can help you with your clutter and just put it tidy, but also bring a bit of colour and design, and
Yeah.
whether you want it chic or you want it total unicorn crazy, because we do zebracorns and we do girafficorns
Yeah, she does do giraffe. They don't
and we do
do peppercorns
catacorns
yet.
now.
I'm waiting for Nicky to actually design her own zebracorn. Again, that's a whole other crazy story. Nicky, now you are someone I have watched, and the reason I wanted Nicky to be part of it today is I've watched Nicky from sort of just an idea of making a couple of curtains up. So give us a potted history of how you got from your kitchen table to this amazing store in Dorchester. Within, and I have to say, people, within what, 2.5 years?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it was it's actually been our birthday on Saturday. So not only have we got through lockdown and reopened our doors last week, we also seem to have reopened on a second birthday anniversary. So
amazing.
it's really quite astounding. So we did have a nice little day. Shame we couldn't give out any champagne and things like that to clients with lockdown rules.
That'll come.
It's just been a real journey, and I think
So
from
where did you start this journey? And I remember we networked together. Well, we still do. So
yeah.
where did you start this journey? And I remember coming to you, and you were making handbags. She made amazing handbags. So from handbag to emporium
Oh wow.
journey.
Well, I was thinking of this driving in, really, and it started from a relationship going wrong and starting all over again, and then really from picking myself up and, I don't know, just thinking, what do I want to do? And also thinking, what have I learned in my life that I
Yeah,
can put all together and then come up with a plan? And I think because the relationship went a little bit wrong, it kind of then I thought to myself, well, what can I make from it? What have I learned from it? What can I do to get myself back on my feet and do something that I love?
yeah,
So it kind of started from there, and then a lot of reading, a lot of self-development, and actually planning where do I want to be in 10 years and then working backwards. So I went ahead to when I'm 60, and because that's when I'd like to retire, and then thinking, what do I need to do? And then it's just been about actually doing it, jumping off the fence and taking a risk, because if we don't do these things, we never
mm.
will. That's my motto anyway.
Nicky has no fear. Well, she may have
Don't
fear.
like heights.
She may have fear, but we never see it. And I just so remember you, and I remember you at home. Then you went into this little place in Portland,
That's correct,
and it
yes.
was cold, and it was an old cafe, but she did a
Yeah,
thing. And I remember at a Christmas party, Nicky saying, I'm going to have a store in the new Brewery Square, which is an area in Dorchester in the UK that was under redevelopment. And I was going, yeah, go, Nicky, yeah. We're thinking, yeah, in a few years' time, no. Next thing we know, Nicky's opening a store. And what I love about you, Nicky, is it's not like you had huge investment to do this. So how did you get over that fear? How did you go, I'm just going to do this, not knowing where the money was coming from?
I didn't have any money, to be honest. I was totally broke because of what had gone on. And the way I looked at it was, I don't know how many times we do this to ourselves, but we say we can't afford it. Oh, I'll do it when I've done this. And then I thought to myself, well, if I don't actually know how much it is, how do I know if I can't afford it? But the thing was, I couldn't afford it because I didn't have a penny. So I still went across and had a little chat, and I went straight to the owner rather than the letting agent.
Yeah.
And I had a chat with them, and I got to befriend them. I think with business, you've got to make friends.
Yeah.
You can't think you're better than anyone. You've got to really grab the bull by the horns and make new friends and not be scared. And so I kind of went in, chatted about a deal. I remember we shook hands after changing the deal so many times, and my friend saying to me, how are you going to do this? You've got no money. And I just answered and I said, I don't know, but it will just be all right. I know it will. And everybody then was having a panic. And I remember my mentor saying, it's not quite time yet. And I said, well, it is, because I've handed my notice in to my other let, or my lease. And this is when we're opening. So I need help. And it was about asking for help, support, learning how to do a deal and just going below it and going for it and just being fearless, you know, and just
and that's the thing.
Could go wrong. Everything was really bad anyway. Lost loads, and I thought to myself, what is the worst that could happen? He's going to say no, isn't he? And he said yes, and he looked after me. And Brewery Square have been amazing.
But you make relationships with everyone. I know for you, you know, everything you do is about the relationship. And I think what I love about your story, it's almost like we talk about innovation and disruption. These are the fancy words. It's almost like you disrupted the disruptors by going back to the way it was when, you know, you went into a store and you knew everybody and it felt homely and comfortable, because we have had parties in her store. We've had coaching things, networking. Her store is open to anybody who wants to sit there and do what they like. It's quite bizarre, actually.
It's a strange way of shopping, isn't it?
And there's no other shop I know that would allow you to do that, to pop in with a cup of coffee, sit there on your laptop.
We've got a coffee maker now.
Oh, no, you haven't.
Yeah. It kind of, I don't know. I just love how the Victorians are my favourite, and they made things to last. They started this way of shopping, the Emporium, walking around and things like that, rather than people coming to them. And I just thought, this is how we need to be doing business. There's lots of lonely people out there that just need a conversation in the day, asking how they are, what they got planned today, and just to know that they can come in and have a chat. And I just think it is great for marketing.
It's funny because now we're coming out of lockdown, and all the queuing up to go to Primark or queuing up to go to a shop and following one way around. The future of shopping, I think, and I wonder if you agree, has to be more about the experience now than actually what the shop is selling.
Yeah. I do agree, and I think it is about why as well. Why did that shop owner start? It wasn't just about making a profit. It was about changing their lives, changing people's lives, you know, and just giving a service that people are enjoying and just want to really bathe in. You know, it's just fantastic. I love
that statement, bathing.
Relationship.
Like that, Nicky's story. It's like you've entered this warm bath of love and
Go back to the Romans, Bev.
So we're all in there. And then what happens is we wander around with our glass of whatever and go, I love that cushion. And the other thing you do is you have artists, don't you? So you sell stuff for other people sometimes if it fits.
I think how I wanted that to work was because I had so much help from people. I wanted to help others, and it's a real strong thing that I've got loads of plans to do. But to get other artists in who haven't got a shop window, then of course we can display them in our room sets. We do Meet the Maker, which we've had to stop for a while, where they can come in and do their craft and just chat to people, because we don't actually see. We know things are sometimes handmade, but we don't know what it means. We're so used to buying things off the shelf,
Yeah,
that we don't realise it's going to take maybe 4 to 6 weeks, maybe longer,
yeah,
to have something bespokely made.
yeah.
But to actually see someone painting or making a stained glass window in your shop is just like, wow, I just love it, you know, and printing and all
don't
of
think,
that.
don't make the mistake of thinking, you know, oh, crafts, homemade, you know, we're talking high end. If I wish I could just get through to you how high end it looks whilst being accessible to everybody. And
Yeah,
that's the, it's not like you all pass through, I'm not going there, I could never afford that. Actually,
yeah,
going anyway to immerse yourself in it.
yeah, totally. And we are very affordable. We can do, we don't do cheap, we do buying it once, really. So my mum was always my star here. She would just go out. She was born from the thrift time,
Yeah,
and so she would just buy that'll do's, and she was never happy with it.
no,
So, and then by the time she bought 5 pairs of curtains, driven everyone mad, and she's most probably spent more than what it would have been to have what she wanted.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
all about, you know, coming to a plan. If there's a fabric that we've got a lovely fabric in at the minute, it's £200 a metre. It is William Morris. It's absolutely stunning. But we have like another choice and another choice with different price bands. So
yeah.
we can really maneuver things so that we can get the look that the client wants at a budget that suits them.
Wow.
So everyone's happy.
Nicky insists on making everybody happy. She never fails, I have to say.
Oh, thank you.
When she turns up at networking with a big bag, it's like, ooh, what's in the bag? And the cushion comes out. The future, Nicky. Now, I know
Oh,
you're not a girl to sit on her laurels and just go, well, I've got my shop, how lovely. What does the future hold?
wow, we have some exciting things ahead. We have
Oh,
taken on a new member of staff this week, which is really exciting, who is from a design background
wow.
and studied at Falmouth Uni. So she's fashion design.
Lovely.
So as you know anyway, Beth, that I have been making scrubs for the NHS over the lockdown.
Yeah.
Not as many as some are making, but I wanted to help.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've enjoyed the side of fashion, really. So we have a Margot and Maya fashion range in the pipeline with,
And I know Nicky's style, I can't wait.
well, it's going to be a bit crazy. It's going to be wonderful, but we are going to be launching something within the next couple of months as a sample range, and then see where it goes. But it starts next week, so
oh, that's incredible.
you wait till what I bring to networking next.
I can't wait. I don't wait. So I think for me, again, the reason I brought Nicky onto this summit, the lesson from Nicky that I have learned is that in business, you have to build relationships and you have to build strong relationships. It's not just a lip service to relationships. You have to love what you do. And trust me, Nicky loves what she does. But equally, she's really, really good at what she does. This isn't a case of, well, I'm going to make a pair of, you know, Nicky is brilliant at what she does. And if you have a dream, go for it.
Yeah.
And ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen? And I think you ought to teach us all how to do deals, because how you do those deals and how you got that space is something I think we could all learn from. So
yeah,
maybe she'll do a webinar for us one day on how she gets on deals, although I know Nicky, she could be really cheeky sometimes. I don't know if it might have the nerve to say she does.
My Welsh heritage.
Yeah. She'll sign lots of people and really make a deal without them even realising they've made a deal.
It's really interesting, isn't it, how it works? You know that, you know, it can go really wrong sometimes, but unless you have a little plan, and I always ask myself when I do a phone call, a business meeting, or a deal, or whatever it's going to be, is what is the outcome that I want from this? How am I going to do this? And then I'll think about it. I go to sleep on it, and then I wake up and I know what the answer is. And it's just trusting your intuition, your strategies that you've built up. But everything really is intuitive for me. So it's how it feels.
I think that's the greatest tip actually you could give to anyone. That, and I always say that when people are speaking, what's the outcome? What do you want from it? Because if you don't know that, you're never going to get to that point when you know you've got it. Well,
No.
all I can say is I shall be in the shop ASAP
Oh, good.
for a cup of tea, not coffee. Wandering around looking, because as well as all those loves, she's got these lovely little things like candles and other things that go on the wall. And so it's not just, it really is, as I say, immersive. So if you ever come to the UK, come down to Dorchester, go to Brewery Square and visit Nicky. She will make you feel so welcome. I can't
Well,
thank you enough, Nicky.
I just say one thing before I
Yeah,
go, Bev. So we do have our online shop, which is just launched, which have all our goodies available on our blog and also our making kits as well, which we launched.
perfect.
So we can send lots of things out to people now. So a bit more
Those
exciting.
links, those links will be available, or they'll be available on your page. That's great. Thank you, Nicky.
Yes. Thank you, Bev. It's been wonderful talking to you and sharing my little story.
I love your stories.